Today here with Ken Mallen with the Beekman Fire Department. When did you join the Beekman Fire Department?
When did I join it?
Yes.
1939, I think.
And why did you join?
Well, the department just started up. The store only started in 37. I would have joined it in 37, but my age was against me. I was only 16. I had to be 18 to join it. Did you realize that?
Yes, I heard that story at the at your dedication, which was fantastic. So you had to wait 2 years before you came back, eh?
You know, when I come back, I was still in the fire department. I was still in.
That's great. What was the most unique experience you had as a member?
Most experience
Most unique experience?
doing what? Fighting the fire?
Yeah.
Boy. Back in those days, well, when I first come in, I worked as a man, I was a member. One of my jobs was to take care of the old fire truck, which was stored in the outside shed, which I had to, one of my main things was to keep the oil stove running, working, keep kerosene for it, so that it kept the building warm, so the pumps didn't freeze on it.
Wow. So the building had no heat in it then, huh?
Pardon?
The building, you heated the building with kerosene?
No, it was not but a shade light building.
Wow, wow. Do you remember the biggest fire you fought?
Well, we had barn fires before I come in. And they were big. At least the store burned up. That's when I was in.
What was the most serious incident you participated in?
Well, they're all rusty. The most serious fire that we had was over on Doran Road. We always had these chimney fires back then. Because everybody was burning wood. But when it became serious is when they started burning kerosene. And those kerosene stoves would set the house on fire. One place, I can't remember the name, it was over on Doran Road, that was very serious. It was on Christmas Day, Christmas night. Not Christmas night, that's the day after the 24th, it was the 25th day. We lost 3 children in that fire that night.
Wow, that's terrible.
And their parents was visiting a neighbor just across the road. They could have hollered at them. Where they were, the poor little kids in there, they didn't get out. Their parents couldn't hear them. Couldn't get to them. And there was, boy, the snow we had around there, that was a snowy part. We must have had a good 8-10 inches of snow on the ground. And we only had that little Chevrolet pumper we got here now, That's an old 1937 Chevrolet with a Worcester 500 pump on it. And what the guys did that were under me, they took the truck and backed it down to the brook and dammed the brook up so they could put water over onto the fire.
Wow, so they drafted from the brook?
Pardon?
They drafted from the brook?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just around the brook. That was the only way we could had to dam the brook up to get the water.
And how do they plow the roads pretty good so you could get to them? Do they plow the roads? You know, back those days?
Well, you couldn't say they didn't plow the roads. It was plowed, but there was so much snow that they didn't know how we were going to take care of it all. There was so much.
Yeah, I bet. That's.
We had, well, it been snowing all the while.
Mm-hmm.
So we had additional other snows that fell that period.
What is the biggest difference you have seen in the fire department from when you joined until today?
Well, when I joined, you didn't have no instructors. The only instructors that had I used to talk to Earl F. But there was another man in Poughkeepsie. And I can't think of his name. I had it with me and I forgot it.
Mm-hmm.
He was the one to give us the first instruction on fighting any fire.
Wow, so there was no classes back in the day like today?
There were no classes back then. But as years come on, that came into effect.
It's amazing.
But we had guys like Earl F. and what the hell else was around here then. They were experienced fighters.
What's the difference you've seen in the equipment during your membership?
Well,
Going back from 1937 till today.
well, the 1937 equipment did work.
And it was okay for the type of fires you were fighting back then, right?
It was. They were good pumps. They pumped water. They pumped all you wanted. They could get it.
Mm-hmm.
That was our trouble with any of the pumps. There wasn't enough water around to keep them running to draft from.
Do they have porta tanks back then?
Porter tanks,
Mm-hmm.
shoulder tanks.
You know, those little porta tanks that they dump water into now?
No,
No?
we didn't have none of that.
Wow, so you just, whatever you got on a truck,
Well,
That's
that had a 150-gallon booster tank on it. That's all we called it. When they were out, we were out of water. And what they would do if they could, they used to, I remember one person, one farmer, he delivered milk. He took his milk cans that day, filled them up with water, and hauled over to the fire truck so they could pump it over on the truck.
did it work?
Got the water there.
Is that where we get 2% milk from now today? Is that where we get 2% milk? It's, you know how they mix it with water?
A little different.
And how about any tools? Have you seen a difference in the tools that you used back then and now today?
Well, we didn't have any.
Okay.
Well, we had hose wrenches, a spanner wrench, that was that. But we didn't have that kind of equipment.
How about extrication tools?
No, I'm talking about
Yeah.
up until about the 50s. That's when there were tools coming out to fight. Of course, we had an axe, fireman's axe, and a crowbar, but we had other stuff that we could use with it.
Wow, that's amazing.
We didn't have our company didn't have no smoke mask.
Do you think the smoke was as deadly back then as it is today?
Yes. It would burn turpentine paints.
Oh, okay.
That's where you get your biggest part of your disease from it.
Oh, the chemicals they had in the barns. Wow.
Yeah.
What did you do with? Did you have any car accidents back then or truck accidents back in the 30s and the 40s? Do you remember?
We didn't have that many.
Okay.
Well, there wasn't that many around to do it.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have one. You know, I can't remember. Well, we didn't have that many trucks on the road either, as you got now. This is terrible.
Mm-hmm. And was 55 here back then?
No.
Wow.
But then 55, 55 was opening up in 1946. And it wasn't fully opened up. It was graduating as they go, they done it, they keep going to another part of it to do it. But it didn't fill more than one pour. It was built in sections.
One road at a time, right? One few miles at a time, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
I can remember riding in alongside of the finished road. The other side was for us to ride on until the concrete got hard enough to ride onto.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me all the different ranks you were in the Beekman Fire Department?
I was just a plain old. But, well, what's a fireman? Just a plain fireman. Then I was a plain fireman up until the fourth chief he quit. All through all that, I was just plain fireman. But when they put me in charge as chief of the fire company, after this man, the fourth one, quit. So they give me the job as chief.
And did you like that job?
I did it.
Mm-hmm. And how many years did you do as chief?
I was chief. I was chief up until I was promoted to fire commissioner.
And how you like that job? Was that a good job?
I've been doing that ever since.
Huh? You never quit. Good.
I didn't quit.
You're not a quitter, right?
I gotta quit. Can't get there.
Now, would you say back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, there was a lot of members in the Beekman Fire Department then, compared to today?
In the 50s, it was going good. After the war, during the war, I can't say during the war, before the war, we didn't have that many. It was almost out of my hand. But up to 1946, 47, that's when the people started joining stuff like that. That's when they started having new members come into the fire department.
Did they have to pay a dues back then to join?
Boy, don't have.
And do you remember when it started, the Beekman Fire Department?
It actually started in 1937. It was in progress before that. They were having trouble getting enough money to buy a fire truck.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a lot of money people. I won't say it. But there was money people here in the town that did help us. And they were people, farmers, just plain people. That truck, I think, cost us around, I shouldn't quote numbers, because I'm not sure of it. I think that thing cost around $5,000. That was a
Back then, yeah.
Back then, that was a Chevrolet. That was bought over in Connecticut.
So before the Beekman Fire Department came into existence, who would cover this area for fire protection?
Well, we would get fire protection from the neighbors. Hopeful Johnson.
Okay.
Wonder if they could get their Model T up there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they had on a fire truck, Model T.
Mm-hmm.
Or we get help from plowing. There weren't that many firehouses around.
I know.
Companies around at all.
Do you remember any guys from Pauling back in the 30s and the 40s?
Yeah. They come over with the truck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, the Pauling Fire Department is celebrating 125 years next year.
I imagine it is. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So it should be a great celebration.
Yeah, but that was Pauling. Was that the town of Pauling or the village?
Village. Yeah, the village and the town, there was two separate entities, you know.
Yeah.
Until they merged.
And then when we got them, that was the village department.
Mm. Do you remember any of the Weavers?
Huh?
Do you remember any of the Weavers or the Cunninghams?
I know Cunningham's, yeah.
Mhm.
Weavers, I don't remember.
Okay. How
I
about
think Cunningham. Oh, I know them.
Francis?
I just can't think of the name now.
Yeah. It's been a long time, right?
That's a long while ago.
Mm-hmm. Any of the Wrights?
Right, yeah, Bob Wright.
Mm-hmm.
Who else was there?
I'm just trying to remember the board and the firehouse of some of the names, the past chiefs and whatnot. Trying to remember some of those names.
Yeah, there's been a lot of progress since then and now.
Mm-hmm.
After the war, that's when everything started. But before the war, things were scarce.
I bet.
Well, there was no money. There was nobody around who could do it for you, help you.
Was this basically all farming community up here? All farmers?
All farm.
Were you a farmer back then?
No, back then I worked for the New York State Highway Department.
Oh, okay.
I got a job out of school for that.
Were you born here in Beekman?
Yeah, no, I was
Puppet?
born in Corona, Long Island.
Oh, wow.
We moved, Mom, she was born up here. She was born down here on Greenhaven Hill. He met her when he was in the 69th Regiment.
Fighting Irish, eh?
The 69th, during World War I, they had the camp tournament down on the Greenhaven prison property. That's where they became acquainted.
Amazing, amazing. All right, Ken, you have anything else you want to say? You're doing 80 years now. Hope to see you at 85.
Pardon?
You have 80 years now. I hope to celebrate your 85th,
Yeah.
God willing.
Yeah.
And still, you know, contribute to here in Beekman, you know, with being a commissioner. You know, give them what you
No, I
need.
still am, but the hill is getting steeper all the while.
All right. Thank you, Ken.
Do you want to ask him other questions? So I'll write the answers down so he can give you the full answer. That's when he joined.
September 11th, 1939. That's when you started, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's right. I remember that,
That's
yeah.
right, yeah.
Okay.